So at Tyndall now, we're 34 years young. We started out life as a relatively small lab at UCC, and we've made a tremendous journey since then. Now to be one of Europe's premier research institutes, a community now of more than 460 scientists, engineers and students, and one of only 23 competence centres under the digital single market, smart anything everywhere in the European Union. At Tyndall, our research is driven by support from our national agencies like Science Foundation Ireland and Enterprise Ireland. That really gives us a very solid scientific base to go forward and participate in Europe. Europe is an extremely important mechanism for us to expand our network. Through the European Union programs, we come into partnerships with a larger number of other research institutes, other universities, and indeed other European companies. So it really allows us to play at a much higher level when we're partnering and indeed competing with the best. Well, beyond the funding that it brings, and it brings significant funding to us, it brings an opportunity to extend our skills because we're partnering with people who bring other skill sets to it. It also opens up doors for us to take a leadership position. So in a significant number of European programs, we would be the lead coordinator, and we then would function in some ways, and in many ways, as a gateway or a portal for Irish researchers from other institutions, and more particularly Irish SMEs and companies, FDI companies that call Ireland home, to participate in European programs, to come into partnership with other players in the European space. Well, I mean, Brexit obviously for all of us, there's a certain, we have to wait and see what that means. We have fantastic partners historically across UK, specifically on an all-island basis. We've collaborated very well, and so we'll wait and see what that means. But business will continue for us in those partnerships because beyond the EU mechanisms, we have a lot of mechanisms that support UK-Irish research. So we've got the mechanism of the US-Ireland program, which has been fantastically successful for Tyndall. We have North-South initiatives with SFI. We have the Wellcome Trust, the Royal Society, and even in some of our new areas, some new exciting areas of agri-tech, we have the BBSRC. So our collaborations, our partnerships will continue, again, of course, not ambivalent to what's going on in Brexit, not ambivalent to what's going on with EU funding. But there are a lot of strong mechanisms for us to continue in a very positive way with our UK partners. Brexit does pose a challenge to parts of the community not in research, specifically the SME community. And I think there's an opportunity for institutes like Tyndall to help improve the robustness of our SME community in the face of that challenge. We play an important role as a partner for these SMEs. We've had great success in European Union programs with SMEs, and so as they face challenges associated with Brexit, transferring technology to them and supporting them as they look for other markets, it's an opportunity and a responsibility at this time. On to that last comment, specifically, I'll talk about a couple of SMEs that we've been helping. We've helped Fleming Medical, a very exciting Irish company, where we're embedding sensors into wound dressings. And so for chronic wound assessment, they're able to, medical professionals are able to monitor conditions of wounds without removing dressings. We've been able to get funding for that company and put them into partnership with a large multinational company called Philips. And so in that sense, we're improving the ability of that company to survive whatever headwinds come from the Brexit. Another very nice example here locally is a company called PMD Solutions, where we're doing wireless sensors for respiratory monitoring. That company's been able to pull down €4 million from the Phase 2 SME instrument. Two very good examples where technology providers like Tyndall can support SMEs and make them more robust at this time. And it also then allows us to play a role that increasingly is looked for from the European Union. As the Union looks to the digital single market, they're looking to see in the regions where there are strong innovation hubs. And so Tyndall, through interactions with SME, is able to step up from being a competence center to being a digital innovation hub, really providing services and support to industry.
Enjoy this video? Click here to get the latest news from SiliconRepublic.com and go find us on social media.